Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm so excited to be filming for you guys a how to stay positive and achieve your goals video. And I've seen a lot going on right now about like New Year's resolutions and sticking to them and things like that and changing everything about yourself. And I love to try and set goals at the beginning of the year, but I really try and do that frequently rather than so much like only at the beginning of the year. But I do think it's a really good, I'm sorry, I'm like flinging my paper in your face. A really good time to recenter and to like make those plans for yourself at the beginning of the year. So that's why I wanted to film this video for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoy it and learn a little something from this and can take away something positive. That is my goal with this video. I love you guys so much. Let's get into it. So the first thing that I want to mention, and I don't know if this is super obvious or not, but it would be, I know this video is about being positive, but to keep your thoughts positive. I was never really a full believer in this. I kind of just believed things just happened and it was what it was, and you kind of were dealt cards and you could make them a little better here and there with choices, but it wasn't exactly like your mind that was in control. And I completely do not feel that way anymore, and my entire life has changed. I will say when I first started dating Franco, that was a big part of it. He is the genuinely most positive person I've ever met in my entire life. Like something horrible could happen to him and he will like mentally power himself through it and say like, not getting me down, like I am not like this. And it would almost, granted, I love him to death and I was so happy to be around someone like that, but I was almost like, come on. You can't just power through everything mentally. Like not everything's okay. Like sometimes it sucks. Like I'd be like, I'm having a crappy day. And he'd be like, well, what was good about it? And I'd be like, oh my God, just let me tell you that my day was crappy. And I will say, so he had me watch The Secret. This was probably 4 years ago, and I was angry at him. I was like, why did you just make me watch that? Now I can't get these bad thoughts out of my head, and now it's my fault that my life is like gonna have bad things happen to it because of me and me and me. And I could never really get over the hump to actually like release myself to become like believe in it. And he said something to me one day, and he said, every time you're having a bad thought, think of 3 things that you're thankful for. So I started doing that. I would like be in the car and I would like think of, oh gosh, what if I got in a car accident today? And it's like, why am I saying that? So I would think, I'm so happy that I'm on my way to work, that I have a job that, you know, supports me and my family. I'm so blessed to have a car to get me there. And I'm so thankful that I woke up today in good health. And then suddenly I'm like, oh my gosh, I just feel so much better. And I did that probably for a couple months. And now I don't even have to do that anymore. Like the bad thoughts just don't really come into my head because I'm thinking about things I'm thankful for and that are positive in my life, and it keeps it going. I truly now believe that you can manifest your own happiness. I can't tell you how many like little dumb but happy things have happened to me since this has all gone down. And bad things have. I've gotten in a car accident that was pretty bad, but I was okay, and it all ended up working out. And like, you know, you really realize that you are in control. So I'm not going to ramble too far on that, but I would suggest steps to take for this, for positive like mental attitude is 1, watch The Secret. It really will change your life if you accept it. If you're just kind of looking at it negatively, it won't. But that's the whole point, is to be positive. 2, to say things you're thankful for when you're having a bad day. If you are running late to work and you're so mad and you're so frustrated because something else is getting in your way and it's not your fault, there's so many good things going on still. Like you hopefully are healthy. You have means for transportation to get there, whether that be a bus, a train, a car, a bike, whatever. You have, you know, you woke up and you're still alive. There's just so many things that you can be thankful for. And then I believe to kind of visualize it, say it. That's another reason why I wanted to film this video. I'm saying it, I'm putting it out there, like we're having a positive year and you guys are going to have it too. So whether that be like, I don't know, a vision board, whatever it is that, you know, you like to do, that's what you should do. But I'm just the type of person, I'm very visual. I like to see things, I like to write them down, talk about things. I'll get into that a little bit further. So number 2, the next thing I would do is to plan. And I am definitely like an easygoing, like, you know, I don't need to know every single detail of my life moving forward. But in this part of my life, I'm not. And I believe in really mapping out your goals, what you want, and when you want them by, but not letting that beat you down. You have the rest of your life, not just this year, to achieve things. And I think that's why I don't like love New Year's resolutions because I'm like, then what? You know, like, yeah, you did it for a year, but like make it a part of your lifestyle. So for me, what really helps me is I have a planner. I write everything down in my planner that I want to achieve that week, that day, that hour, that minute, like little dumb things that probably takes me more of an effort to write it in my planner. I still write it down because crossing it off makes me feel good and it makes my day feel more productive. So I do that. Notebooks are another really good thing for me, is to just like make lists. Like when I'm thinking of a YouTube video that I'm gonna write, like I write like these little lists of like exactly what I want to talk about. I plan out exactly what videos I want to film. I plan out like work projects that I have, everything like that, because it really, really helps me. And then if you're a little bit more visual than that, a vision board is also a really good idea to like cut out things that you dream of having one day, or that you want, or like the body that you want, or like the foods that you want to start eating, or the dog that you eventually want to buy. I mean, it could be anything, the family you want to have, or just I want to be positive, and keep that word like in front of your face, like I want to be positive, and then you'll start seeing it and you'll start believing it and you'll start doing it. So that is definitely for me. The next thing, number 3, is to check in with yourself. It's easy to give yourself a break and to not be your own worst critic. Not when it comes to like, I know it's easy to be your own worst critic when it comes to your looks, or like be hard on yourself at work, but with your positive mental attitude, it's easy to be like, oh no, I was being positive. I wasn't being negative. Like I didn't even hear that thought in my head, because you're so used to it being there. I really challenge you to check in with yourself and to really be your own worst critic and say, was I really being positive? Like, was I listening to other people who are being negative? Was I like letting things get me down at work? The girl next to me was complaining, so then I started getting upset. Like you kind of have to really, really check in with yourself and be your own worst critic. And in this way, like not in a mean way, but like really give yourself a reality check. Like, no, I was being negative yesterday, and that's why I ate like crap. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel like going to the gym. I didn't get my work done. I was supposed to go meet some friends, but I didn't show up. Like I didn't feel like going, things like that. And it kind of all snowballs. So start small and look for the big. Number 4, this one is really important to me, and it's to enjoy yourself. It's really, really hard to have a positive attitude if you are just like sitting in your house and you don't leave your house, or you don't ever reward yourself. And it can be so simple, you guys. I'm not talking about spending money on yourself, taking a walk in the park, painting your own nails at home, taking a bath, putting on some comfy like clothes and watching a movie with someone that you like or you enjoy their company with. It can be simple. It can also be big. Like if you hit a work goal that you really want, buy that handbag that you've been dying to have, or buy yourself a new shirt. It doesn't always have to be material though. It can be something as so simple as coming home from work on a Friday after a stressful day, making yourself some hot tea, drawing yourself a bath, putting on your favorite Spotify playlist, and just laying there, maybe like watching some TV or Netflix, I don't know, whatever it may be, if music isn't your thing. But to really just reward yourself for small things. You don't need to get a promotion. You don't need to lose 25 pounds. You didn't need to go to the gym for 50 days in a row. It could be small. You went to the gym this morning. Reward yourself. You weren't late to work every day this week. Reward yourself. Little things that keep you rewarding yourself, then you'll start, it's almost like you're like a baby again. You'll start to keep trying to do those good things, and because you want the reward. And eventually you won't even be thinking about the reward. It's about doing the positive things. Another thing with this, with enjoying yourself, is the best thing for me, and something that I think people don't always think about when they say like enjoy themselves, treat themselves. Sometimes helping someone else really makes you help yourself. Holding someone else accountable, volunteering, helping your sister who really needs you this week because her kids, or babysitting for her, or helping your parents move, or I don't know what it could be, but really putting your energy into helping someone else can a lot of times really, really, really help the positivity in your own life. So like, yes, you're doing it selflessly, but also selfishly, it really does help you. Number 5 is to reflect. Now, for me, I try and reflect daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly. Like I really, really try and look back briefly. Now I don't live in the past, that's completely different, but I look back and say like, what happened today that I was really thankful for? And I try and like, if you're a spiritual person, thank God. If you're not, like thank the universe, thank whoever it is that you believe in, thank the person next to you that helped you do it, thank your husband, your boyfriend, your sister, your mom, your brother, whoever. and thank them and reflect on like what's the reason that happened to me, why, what did I do to get there, and then you can kind of take those and look forward. Something that Franco and I do together every single week, on Sundays, we write down the thing that we were most thankful for that week or the best thing that happened to us that week, and we put it away in a little jar, and then at the end of the year we go through every single week all the cool things that happened to us, and it makes your tough year or your bad month actually not seem so bad when you're looking back. And it's like, look at all these great things that also happened. So that's something that, I'm sorry, I keep touching my face. That's something that's really, really helped me, and I've really, really enjoyed that kind of tactic. So if you're looking for something like that, I think it's a great idea. It really, really, really could help you. And you could do it just for yourself. It doesn't have to be with someone. Daily, monthly, weekly. You don't have to do it every week. You could do it every month. And then you just have something. You remember those little things, like we went to this random restaurant on a Thursday night that you probably wouldn't have remembered at the end of your year. Number 6, try new things. This might be, besides the positive attitude, to me the most important thing. If you do the same thing that you've always done, you're never going to get to the next place because you're just going to stay where you are. Trying new things is the ultimate way to get to the next level, to meet new people, to find something that you love, to get a new passion, to get a new hobby. It doesn't matter. There's always great things that happen when you try something new, even if you didn't like it because you found out, hey, that's not for me, and that's okay. So something for me, one of them was YouTube. Like, I was so nervous to start a YouTube channel, and now I'm just so comfortable with it. It's so fun for me, and I love it, and I would have never had this had I not tried it. Another thing is, I started a new job last year, and I really, really, really was excited about it, but I felt like I don't really know a lot about this like industry, and I'm learning something new. It's still in marketing, but it's completely different type of company, completely different type of job, and I love it. So that's something that I just tried. Another thing, I used to hate, this is so small, but I used to hate spicy foods. Well, I want to like them. So many people like them. It kind of holds me back from trying new things because it'll say something spicy and I just ran away. I'm like, oh, I don't like it. Started introducing a little bit of spice into my life, and now I'm starting to really like it. So you just never know, and I just encourage you to try something new, be it really small or big. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about is to be proactive instead of reactive. This has changed my life so much. Instead of waiting for your car to break down, if your engine light comes on, go get it checked. Because guess what? When your car breaks down, you're going to be so much more bummed than if you would have just taken that hour 3 months before than to be stuck on the side of the highway in the freezing cold or something. And that's just a small example. Other ways, the gym, eating healthy, that's something for me. Rather than me just gorging and like eating whatever it is that I want and not going to the gym for months, and then now I'm left with this excess weight that I don't want and I need to go, work it off. Just kind of staying on top of it so that little by little, like, it can come off and you can cheat here and there and it doesn't set you back 6 years. Another one, keeping your house clean, organizing, decluttering. This is something that I think the reactive or proactive instead of reactive really comes into play. Constantly go through your stuff. Do you need this? Do you use this? Does this make you happy? Do you want it? If the answer is no, donate it, sell it, get rid of it. Rather than waiting until you cannot even close your closet doors, now you have piles and piles of junk that you need to go through. Just being more proactive instead of reactive, and in the workplace, it will really, really help you. Rather than waiting for things, just try a new project. You might impress someone and really get to where you want to go. So I hope that these things kind of help you, and the most important thing, if you can take away from any of this, is to just get yourself in the right mindset, to be positive, to smile at a stranger, to compliment someone. Don't just think, I love that girl's shirt. Say it to her. Those types of things really put out good energy in the world, and you will get it back. I'm such a believer of this, and I was not forever. And I hope that just this small little video can make you feel a little bit more positive, can just even change you by the slightest today. You don't need to be like, okay, no more negative thoughts, because I'm telling you, it was a slow progression for me. I still had negative, bad thoughts, but I slowly worked them out of my head, and my life has forever changed. So I hope that this inspires you to have a positive year, to just really love extra hard this year, and to be kind and to be nice and to put out exactly what you want the world to give you back. And I promise you, you will have an amazing life. If you guys have any extra tips like that, or any self-help books or amazing podcasts or anything cool that you guys love, leave it down for me in the comments below so that I can check them out. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing, positive, happy year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.